I mean, what did you think would happen? I mean, Todd, this is really awful.
What's that?
You and Cindy. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, how much more awful could you get? I mean, yeah, that you came up with is pretty awful.
Wow. That is apparently an audio recording obtained by Chad Livengood from the Detroit News. State Representative Todd Courser asking an aide to cover up an affair with fellow freshman Representative Cindy Gamrat. As Chad Livengood is unrolling for us right now, Ben Graham was instructed to send out an email to Republicans claiming that the representative from Lapeer was caught having sex with a male prostitute to inoculate the herd, his words. He wanted an email sent out about himself, Chad, and that's what I guess I don't follow. That was like an attempt to sort of fall on his sword to protect her, or what was the logic?
The logic, according to Courser, was that anything else that comes before this will seem tame or mild by comparison. That's the way he put it. That he wanted this over-the-top story that's seen about himself, and essentially so that when people heard something else about him, they would say it's a total smear campaign. I mean, that's his all words, and so he was trying to create some kind of a side ruse here that people would then get outraged when they saw the next thing about him and her.
I gotcha. As if someone was making up all this stuff and spreading these salacious rumors around and that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. And he could continue to kind of portray this as this is the establishment. They're coming of the Republican Party. They're coming to take us out. I mean, at one point in the tape, he says he's talking about Speaker Kevin Cotter, and he says the quote, "The speaker's got a wound in the side," and then he later says they want something from us. They want us dead. So. And this is a representative who is known for speaking in kind of grandiose terms at times. After the Supreme Court struck down Michigan's gay marriage ban, he sent out an email sort of saying that this is kind of an end of times portrayal. And he's known for writing these long missive emails. I mean, you get them, Michael Patrick, but pretty much anybody who around Michigan politics gets them, and most of them have been added to his email list unsolicited. So I mean, he's been a theatrical character since arriving to Lansing, to say the least. But this scheme, just kind of was. It was shocking, to say the least, and ultimately we don't know exactly who sent the emails because Ben Graham refused to do it. The Courser identifies someone else during the meeting who he says has done this sort of thing before for him, which just suggests that there might be something else out there that has gone out, some type of other public deception of some sort, and so. But yeah, it's hard to tell at pinpoint. They all came from anonymous and Gmail accounts, and let's put it this way: the anonymous Gmail writer has not responded to my request for comment.
Yeah, so the aide came to you. He was ticked off at being fired, and he said, "I've got this recording, and I've got all this information."
That's correct. Yep.
Okay.
I mean, this is a whistleblower situation here.
Yeah. Okay. And it's typical to record meetings, I guess?
Well, he only recorded this because the context here is at 9:30 or so at night, he gets this call from the boss who sounds distraught and says, "Ben, I need you to destroy me tonight."
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah.
And he didn't know what that meant. He didn't know, and he knows that his boss is a firm believer in the Second Amendment, and so uses guns a lot. So he didn't know what he was walking into. So he actually starts recording the tape in his car. You can hear the wind blowing. You can hear the chime of the door. as he's entering the law office of Todd Courser on South Main Street in Lapeer, and you can hear him leaving as well. So he recorded it. He says for his own safety.
Is what Representative Courser did against the law?
I'm not a lawyer. Now, overnight, the story hit the web a little before 12:30 a.m. And by 3:30 a.m., Speaker Kevin Cotter had issued a statement saying that he's calling for the House Business Office to conduct an investigation into their conduct here, particularly Representative Courser, it appears. And there certainly could be violations of House policy. I mean, there are strict rules against using state employees for political activities. This would probably stretch into that area, although it looks more. There are also rules against using state employees for personal reasons, and that would also. This would certainly fit into that category. So there's potential here for violations of House policy that can be subject to discipline. I mean, reps have been disciplined in the past for the smallest of things, as far as like you printing off, handing out state literature at political events and using their office to subsidize their political operations. So,
Chad Livengood, Detroit News, back in a flash.